Hey YouTube, thanks for coming back. Today I'm going to do a short review on some e-juice from Vapetrik. Now, I've kind of been up in the air about doing this review due to different controversy going on between rip trippers and some other people in the vape community. But I've got two flavors here, one of which is a limited edition on his website right now. It's Rainbow Nuggets by Vapetrik. And you can only pick this up on his website. It's not for wholesale, so you can't get it anywhere that's carrying his line. But here's one that you can pick up. It is blueberry custard on the plume line, so it's the thicker juice. And I have tried all of them. I don't have all of them here. I didn't want to buy all of them to set in front of me. The blueberry custard, out of all the ones that I tried, was my favorite. So I have a 35 ml bottle here. And then the Rainbow Nuggets I wanted to try, so I ordered a 35 ml directly from the site. Now, the 35 ml of the Rainbow Nuggets is going to go for $22 plus shipping. The blueberry custard is, I believe, like $19.95 plus shipping online. If you go to a local brick and mortar that carries it, it's going to run you about $19.99. For and they are 35 mils. They take a standard 30 ml bottle and he does fill them all the way up, and they've got a different cap on them that come all sealed up, which is nice. And then the dropper is packaged separately. But don't try to take the cap off and stick the dropper directly in right away, because if you do, you'll have juice overflow. There's a lot of juice in these bottles. It wasn't that big of an issue for me because I run sometimes at a higher wattage, so it burns off pretty quick. So I'm able to do it a few times before I've got to switch everything out. And that seems to work out. If you're running a tank, fill your tank up, put your dropper in. You should get rid of enough liquid in there to do that. So let's get down into it. Like I said, I've tried all the other ones, and I'm going to go across the board here. Quality on his juice, I was afraid to try because I heard a lot of people say it tasted like shit. And I didn't want to put that order in and have to worry about it and get crappy stuff. Now, the good thing about that is that his bottles come in either 10 mils, 35 mils, and I think he's got some bigger ones on there. But a 10 mil is going to cost you just under $7. So if you're wanting something like that, that's not bad. It really isn't. And it's a good price point. I went ahead, and like I said, this one I couldn't try anywhere, so I had to go ahead and shoot for it. But I ordered a 35 ml bottle right off the bat because I like some of the cereal type vapes. Now, there was no description on this other than just this little rainbow picture with these little gems and stuff on there. But there was a picture next to the bottle that kind of looked like a bowl of cereal, and it looked like Fruity Pebbles. So I figured, okay, it's probably a cereal type vape. I'll try it out. I'm glad I did, but I'm going to get something off of here right now, and this is why I was unsure about doing this. And it's because when I ordered this, I was sitting next to a shop owner that carries the other lines of his line of juice. And we were going through looking at the order, and we both wanted to try the Rainbow Nuggets. So he had emailed, well, actually he had looked about contact. He had emailed Vapetrik and asked them, is there any way, I understand it's not for wholesale, I want this for my personal use, but is there any way that I can order one of these, I'll pay retail for it, and have it shipped with my order, so that way I'm not waiting for two separate packages, or I'm not having to deal with two separate shipping charges. Can you just put that in my order? It was like 2 o'clock Pacific time because we live in California. I figured, all right, they're back in North Carolina. It's going to take a day or two for them to respond. Especially, they're not going to respond today because they're probably closed. And we waited a day, didn't get anything back. Waited 2 days, no response back. Third day, nothing. So what I did was I ordered my bottle, and I ordered Matt, the owner of Vape Savvy that carries Vapetrik. I ordered him a 15 ml bottle, because these did come in the 15 mils as well, a 15 ml bottle, and then he did his juice order, and then when his juice came in, we kind of just did a swap to make it an even deal. And after watching a lot of Rip Tripper's reviews, one of the things he talks about is being able to have good customer service, and that customer service is a big plus in his book, and how if there's an issue or a problem or a concern, if you can pick up the phone and you call somebody to get the answer, you don't always get somebody to answer, but you get some kind of a message. And when you actually get to have somebody pick up the phone and talk to you, that's a huge plus, and everything else. Now, I agree. But I do understand sometimes smaller companies have to branch out. You leave a message while somebody can get back to you. Okay. Vapetrik doesn't even have a number on their website at all. So in order to get a hold of them, you have to email them. Well, this was 2.5 weeks ago. There's still not a response back. Nothing. So, yes, Rip, you're a fucking hypocrite. Because if you want people to have that kind of customer service, and that's such a big deal to you, and it was before your juice line, why in the hell do you not at least have an answering machine answering the damn phone, so that way somebody can get back to him? That's ridiculous. And the part that I think pissed me off the most is that it's been 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Nothing. So, that being said, let's get into the juice itself. Rainbow Nuggets. That's what I've got on my Sigelli 150 today. With a Freak Show. And it looks like I'm still juiced down. So, as you can see, vapor production is pretty nice, which I'd expect it to be. It's going to be along the lines of his plume line. It is an 80 VG, 20 PG mixture. But, hold on. Okay. On the flavor of this, you can see this is a 35 ml bottle. If I tip it, I've used quite a bit of it. I get kind of a Fruity Pebbles taste, Fruit Loops, somewhere in there of the cereal, but I also get a little bit of a creaminess, a vanilla type behind it as an undertone. And when I first got the bottle, it was a lot stronger. It's mellowed out, and I'm getting more of the cereal, but I've had other people try it, and the owner of Vape Savvy tried it as well when he got his bottle, and he's getting just dry cereal. And not that it's bad in either way, it's good on both points. Everybody that's tried it out of my bottle or Matt's bottle has really liked it. So, flavor quality on this, I'm going to say a 7. It's not super to the top, but it's good. It's really good. It's got enough flavor in it that's satisfying, but not a direct punch in the mouth flavor, which I prefer. For me personally, if I'm going to be vaping a lot, I don't want something that's over the top, and this kind of hits it right on. It is that cereal type vape, and it's something that, it's one of the limited editions that he's doing right now on his site, and I really hope that he keeps it, because if he does, I will continue to buy it. Even though all the other bullshit, I will continue to buy this, because when I ordered it, it shipped out the next day. Now, I'm in California, he's in North Carolina. I had this in like 4 days at my doorstep. So, it was quick shipping. That part of the service was great. I just wish they did something else as far as customer service if there was an issue. But as far as the juice quality, now, there isn't. I know some people will try to save an extra $1 or $2 and take these, buy a 12, mix it with PG to bring it down to a 6, or not PG, VG, and cut it down. I don't think there's enough flavor in his lines, guys, to be able to do that, to where you're still going to get a satisfying vape. But if you want to try it, I would suggest trying it with one of the 10 ml bottles first. They are a little bit cheaper, so if you throw out $7 compared to 20, it's a lot easier. Again, 7 on the flavor. Say 7.5 on vapor production, 8 in between, and price point on the Rainbow Nuggets is $22. It's a little on the higher end, but do I think it's worth it? Yeah, I think it's worth it. Will I buy it again? Yes, and I did purchase this. I did pay the $22 plus shipping, which was like $3, so I ended up paying like $25 for this thing. So I will be buying it again, I'm sure. I really hope that the stores can actually bring this in, though. I hope they keep it around. So, next one, blueberry custard. Now, like I said, I've tried everything else without with the exception of the 2 tobaccos that he has. The 2 tobaccos that Rip Trippers has is Dorky Stud and Sick as Tits. There might be one more, maybe the Right Stuff. I didn't do those with the exception of Sick as Tits. I did that on mistake, sampling, and I hate tobacco. It's one that I'd rather vape menthol, and I hate menthol, but I can't do a tobacco vape. I'm sorry, guys, so I can't give you a review on that other than it has been a very, very popular seller down at Vape Savvy and has been flying off the shelf. So for those that like a tobacco vape, it seems to be very good. But out of all the ones that he had, blueberry custard was my favorite. So I've got a Mephisto, the version 2 here on my King mod. Get dripped down. So, blueberry custard. Like I said, this one was my favorite, so I bought a big bottle. I like some of the other ones, but I'm more of a fruit and custard, fruit and cream, cereal, that type of style, other desserts. So, I tried some of the other custards. Now, his Mr. Rips is just like a vanilla custard. By far one of the most pungent vanilla custards that I've ever tried, and it has a lot of depth to it. There's one other one that's really neck and neck with it that I've tried, and the Mr. Rips again is very good. It is a 50-50 though, so if you like that thicker juice, you may want to go to something different, but the blueberry custard is spun on. You got a nice blueberry to it. See what else we get. It's got that nice blueberry to it. The custard is stronger in it than some of the other ones that I like. Now, I do like another brand that has a blueberry custard, and the custard in it is not as strong. This has more of that true custard to it. It is very good. Again, I opened this a day ago, and I've been purposely trying not to vape at all because I've only got a 35 ml bottle. So, vapor production again, 7.5, 8. Flavor quality. I'm going to give flavor quality on this one between 7.5 and 8. I'm going to say 8, but the quality on it is enough that you could probably cut it down a little bit. Definitely not 50-50 on it, but you could cut it a little bit to get a little more out of it if you ordered a higher nicotine level. I don't know if I'd suggest it, but it is very good. It blends together very well, and I know that I wouldn't expect anything less from somebody that's, you know, there's a few reviewers out there, Rip Trippers, Suck My Mod, Twisted 420, and Grim Green. They've got juice lines. I would not expect to get a shitty juice from those guys. They know what a juice should be like, and they should have plenty of time to be able to test before they send something out. So I think I'm being a little bit harder if I were to review something like this out of just some Joe Blow. But I think I'm trying to be as fair as I can. And I like his juice. It's good. It's decent. Not decent. It's good quality. There are some flavors that I mix from other companies that I really, really like. And this one's in my mix-up of flavors that I like. And along with the Rainbow Nuggets. If that's something that interests you, like I said, he's got plenty of flavors to go online and look at. He's quick at shipping it out. It comes out packaged very nicely. They've got it nice and bubble wrapped. They've got a standard cap on there instead of the dripper bottle, a standard cap that's sealed. And then you've got the dripper all wrapped up in bubble wrap as well next to it. So the shipping and the packaging is very good in it. Along with, for that $20 on this bottle, because these ones are $20 plus shipping, you get 35 mils instead of 30 mils. So the price on these ones is pretty good. I'd have to say that, you know, you're going to spend an average between $18 and $22 for a 30 ml bottle of premium liquid. This rate's right up there with it as far as quality goes. So you're getting an extra 5 mils. That's kind of cool. But again, with everything else that was going on, I wasn't sure if I was going to do the review. I decided to go ahead and do it. I have tried all the stuff with the exception of tobacco, other than the one. And all of them across the board are what they say they should be. Now, Elvis Stash. Elvis Stash to me had more of a, you see those guys fire roasting in a barrel the peanuts in the shell. Well, when they do that, the flavor that peanut gets is more of that flavor that I got off of Elvis Stash. It was not a peanut butter to me, nor has anybody that's tried it said it was peanut butter. They have, if I've told them, hey, do you like those fire roasted peanuts? Explain that to them. They're like, oh yeah. They've tried that. They're like, oh, that's so good. Then they read the description and they're like, well, that wasn't peanut butter. You said it was this. I said, well, if I'd have told you it was peanut butter, would you have liked it? No, yeah, probably not. So it's a good flavor, and you do get a little bit banana behind it. It's just not exactly what we thought it would be. But I have noticed that peanut butter in a lot of juices has seemed to be a hard flavor to pull out to get that creamy peanut butter flavor. So Elvis Stash I would have actually probably rated pretty low as far as flavor quality, down probably around a 4, just because it wasn't a bad flavor, it just wasn't to me what it said it was. But I'm going to go back to my Rainbow Nuggets. And with all the controversy going on and people talking a bunch of shit, I don't want to get involved in it. I really don't give a shit about it. And I think that some of these people out there that just because Vapetrik is done by Rip Trippers, they refuse to have anything to do with it. Hey, to each their own. There's a ton of juice companies out there. I gave it a shot. I really liked it. And I was scared. But it turned out I'm glad I did. After hearing a lot of the stuff that was bad, I'm glad I tried it. I will continue to buy it. And I think the price point and the way you can go about getting it now, if you can find a brick and mortar that has it, great. If not, order it online. Doesn't take that long to get to you. And again, I'm clear across on the other side of the country. And it still arrived pretty quick. Now, I understand that plays a big part in your postal delivery. But Vapetrik sent me out a confirmation. It went out like it said it was supposed to, and I was able to track it. So, good job. Juice is getting a thumbs up. And until next time, you guys enjoy your day. My day looks like it's still kind of freaking early.